watching, that means you've made it to episode 2 of Mindfulness and Meditation with Keith J. So I started this honestly to help myself just grow more mentally and spiritually and to stay focused on the goals that I have set for myself. I didn't have these goals set for 2021, like a New Year resolution. It was just simply me wanting to change and be happy and set goals for myself to have that happy life and to grow more, whether that is mentally, physically, spiritually, on my job, whatever it may be. So mindfulness and meditation is to help me with that, and I hope it helps the next person watching. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, and I just want to be transparent and just let you know, we're all going to make mistakes. No one's perfect. Nobody's perfect but Jesus Christ. But we got to keep pushing. When we make mistakes, we pick ourselves up and we try again. We keep going. So, welcome to episode 2 of Mindfulness and Meditation. And I just wanted to talk about, honestly, something that I feel like the world struggles with, even if we don't admit it, which is forgiveness. Forgiveness is letting go of feelings and hurt, resentment, bitterness, anger towards the next person, someone that we believe that's wronged us. And that can be really hard because when you forgive that person, it makes it seem like, okay, we're letting that person win. And you don't want that person to win, of course, because they did you wrong. But you gotta remember, forgiving someone doesn't mean you have to just, be a punk and just deal with that person again, knowing all the wrong they've done to you, act like it didn't happen, and go back being buddy-buddy with them. You can forgive someone and just move forward, move on. You don't have to be kikiing with them and be friends, but you're not holding all that hate in your heart. You're pretty much forgiving them for you, not for them. And sometimes people can change. I'm not going to knock that. And you can start over. They apologize and they show you that they've changed, because you got to remember, actions speak louder than words. Maybe you can start fresh. So I'm not saying just forgive and, don't deal with the person. It can go both ways. But how do you know when you've forgiven someone? My thing with that is, you've forgiven someone when you can be around that person and not cringe, not be angry. You're not whispering to somebody, talking about them when you see them come in the room saying, oh my God, here we go. If you truly moved on, you could be in the same room with that person and just keep doing what you're doing and they do what they do. If you're able to be cordial and just speak, cool. If you feel like you guys just can't make it, don't be angry. Don't be cutting your eye. Just keep it moving. Do what you do and they do what they do. You're not worrying about it. You're not worrying about them. Because you got to remember, being angry hurts you more than it hurts them. And majority of the time, they're moving on and living their life, the person that did you wrong. And when you really sit back and think about it, you're the one stressing and worrying about it. And negative people have that goal to nag and try to bring, try to bring others down to their level. We can't allow that to happen. We got to push through and focus on us, focus on our goals, let our achievements and our blessings do the talking. You don't have to be on social media going back and forth with a person arguing, because it does nothing but make the situation worse. It is not helping. You're posting something talking about somebody, they're posting something talking about you. You're going back and forth pretty much all day long. That's pretty much taking time from you from getting your job done, just doing something that you could be doing something else that could be benefiting you, whether it's making money, working, coming up with goals on how to, I don't know, improving your career, improving your life. Instead, you're arguing with someone nonstop on social media. And we're all guilty of it. There's times I felt like I had to keep getting on Facebook or Instagram, never Twitter. I don't do tweets like that. But I felt like I had to keep defending myself because someone was constantly slurring me and talking about me, and it did nothing. I was still going back and forth with that person every day, or I was so intrigued with what they were posting. I would wake up in the morning looking, seeing what they were saying so I could respond. And it damages you mentally, whether you see it or not. It really does. And honestly, it's immature. When you hit a certain age, like I'm 30 now, I don't have time for it. And so much has happened in my life. You know, so many people I've lost. I feel like I lost myself for a long time. I don't have time for that. No one should. We should be focused on setting goals on how we're going to have a better year, how the month is going to go, you know, because we still have COVID out here. People are out of jobs. People are losing their jobs because they're getting sick with COVID. It's a lot going on. And the least thing that should be on your mind is worrying about what someone has to say about you or what someone has done to you. Anything that's happened in the past, we need to let it go. We need to leave it in the past. And it's easier said than done, I know that. But you got to think about yourself. Like, are you really going to keep holding on to this stuff and just stand still? Or are you going to let it go? Focus on being a better you and let that person do what they do. And just grow in God, whatever it may be. For me, my goals right now is to grow more in my job. I am now a family services specialist with social services. It's very new for me. So I want to continue to grow in that. I'm trying to grow in my ministry. I'm still trying to figure out ways to help the youth because I am a mentor. And with the COVID situation happening, it's been very hard to reach them because I don't see them. But thankfully, we do have social media and I do keep in touch. So my goals is to try to reach out to them through that and come up with a way to be a help. So you have to take time out and think about what's really important. Is it important to keep trying to, I don't know, fight for your name, clear your name on social media, or just realize you know who you are and the people that know you and love you know who you are? So stop trying to argue and fight about something that you know is not true. Because a lot of times that's what people are arguing about. Rumors and things being said about them. God knows, you know. And eventually, the truth will come out. You know, what's done in the dark will come to the light. But we got to stop worrying about all this negative stuff because life is very short. You keep thinking about things that's really not even worth your time, it's going to drive you crazy. When it comes to forgiveness, like I said, you forgive for you, for your sanity. And just remember, You know, you don't have to keep arguing with someone. You don't. You can walk away. That doesn't make you weak. Honestly, to me, that makes you even stronger. Because you have that mindset that you're not going to spend time going back and forth over something small. This stuff half the time is small and petty. And it can be with family, it can be with friends, no matter who it is. If it's not benefiting your mental, your spiritual growth, then let it go. Let it go. So this month, I'm definitely just working on not having drama. If it comes my way, I don't have to acknowledge it. Everyone knows, the people who know me know I don't like drama. You know, I stay to myself. I have a small circle. If the drama comes, I'm quick to just smile. People be thinking I'm crazy. I just smile and change the subject, honestly. What's the point? I refuse to have my life be filled with drama. Too much has happened for me. Even before the deaths in my family, I made it clear I would not be involved in drama. I would not be put in it. If you have beef with someone, I pray to God that y'all can settle it, but don't include me in it. And that's another thing, you gotta pray that a change comes in your life, especially if you know yourself. You know that you're quick to get angry, and if someone says the wrong thing, that you're real quick to, snap back. Pray. Ask God to make that change in your mind, the change in your tongue, that you watch what you say, and honestly, that, you don't go backwards to how you were, especially if you're trying to change. And just ask God to soften your heart and help you to forgive and move on. And remember that, like verse, they know not what they do. People who are wronging you, honestly, let God handle it. He always takes care of the situation as long as you give it to him. But you gotta give it to him. You gotta pray, and you gotta work on just changing how you would normally handle a situation. But life is about forgiveness, change, how it should be. We gotta grow. So with mindfulness and meditation, I'm personally working on that. I'm working on making a change in myself. There was a time where I didn't like who I was. I felt like I was just constantly arguing with people, and even when I wasn't arguing, I was constantly thinking about it and thinking about what I was going to say and do. That's draining. It drains all of the energy that you have. And I no longer have time for it. I'm not putting my energy to that negativity anymore. And like I said, actions speak louder than words, so you will see a change because I'm working on me. So I hope I made sense in this. But it was really on my mind, we gotta forgive. We really gotta forgive and move forward. Especially if we're constantly asking God to receive blessings and, asking for things that we've been wanting for a while. We have to make a change too and make moves in order to get those blessings. And negativity, hate, and bitterness, that's not included. You can't be blessed like that. So let's work together.